Welcome back to the Force Feed. In today's gaming news, State of Decay enters Steam Early Access, weekend deals on Dungeon Siege, Company of Heroes 2, and more, and Valve teases the expansion of the Steam universe. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Force here with your day's gaming news. First up today, State of Decay, the zombie survival game, is now available on Steam via their early access program. The PC version of State of Decay is available right now via Steam Early Access for $20. As of now, no mouse and keyboard support is available, so you will need to play with a controller. The full version of the game is expected to launch later this year. So I know a lot of people will probably be turned off by the fact that no keyboard and mouse support is currently available, but it will be coming in the future, and please do keep in mind this is early access. Buyer beware, you know what you're getting yourself into. Apparently the game's crashing a ton right now too, and again it is controller only support. Once the mouse and keyboard support gets added in, I'm sure a lot more PC gamers will be jumping on board. I myself have a controller, so I'll be probably giving the game a look in that format. And also keep in mind this game was originally designed with a controller in mind, so even when the keyboard and mouse support comes through, it may be optimal to play it that way. Next up, we'll be taking a look at some great weekend deals from Steam, Green Man Gaming, and Good Old Games. This weekend's Steam deals include 33% off Company of Heroes 2 and 75% off the Showdown Effect. The Showdown Effect is also available to try for free until midday Sunday. Green Man Gaming has a 75% discount on Dungeon Siege 1, 2, and 3, and lastly, Good Old Games is having a September RPG special, which grants 60% off titles like Wizardry, Divinity, Legend of Grimrock, and Gothic. Now, I personally actually enjoyed all of the Dungeon Siege games, so that's a great deal right there. Company of Heroes 2, a nice little RTS game if you like that style. Also, the Showdown Effect is really interesting, and remember, it is available to try for free, or you can just purchase it upright at that 70 or 75% discount, whatever one it was. And then lastly, again, we've got all those RPG games for fans of old school RPGs. It's a great weekend with some great deals. All right, guys, last up in news today, Valve has promised some upcoming announcements that will forever change the future of Steam in saying that we will be expanding the Steam universe. Throughout the course of next week, Valve will be giving 3 separate announcements revolving around the future of Steam. From the teaser page, last year we shipped a software feature called Big Picture, a user interface tailored for televisions and gamepads. This year we've been working on even more ways to connect the dots for customers who want Steam in the living room. Soon we'll be adding you to the design process so that you can help us shape the future of Steam. Well, let's start the speculation. Now, of course, the first thing that comes to mind, and the very fact that there was a picture of a controller in the teaser, would lead people to believe that this could potentially be the announcement of that ever-elusive and mythical Steam box, which a lot of people were speculating would be a little box that could stream games from your PC to your television in your living room, in a separate room, in the bedroom, wherever. Now, beyond that obvious assumption, I think something else that it could potentially be is I've watched a few interviews with Gabe Newell in which he's talked about the potential of having user stores in Steam. A very interesting concept in which an individual, say myself, could open up a store. So I would start the Force Strategy Gaming store. And then if people bought games through your store, you get a cut, and Valve gets a cut, and then obviously the developer and the publisher get their take as well. But that's a possibility. I mean, the teaser talked about connecting us into the experience of Steam more so than we are now. And beyond the edition, you know, having their own console, having a Steam box really doesn't live up to that. So maybe this is the Steam store. Maybe we will have user stores where we could sell games to other people through Steam and get a portion of the profits. If that's the case, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't love making more money? I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I'll be really interested to see what these 3 separate announcements are. And if anything major comes up, I'll be sure to let you guys know in one of the Force feeds for next week. But that's going to do it for today's episode of the show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you're interested in chiming in on any of the topics discussed here today, please go ahead and do so in the comment section below. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. So I think all of my predictions were actually incorrect, because on closer inspection, it looks like this is going to be a console for cats. Maybe the controller's filled with catnip, I don't know. It's only got 3 buttons, cats have 2 paws and a nose? Maybe that's right.